anyways, we're back, and instead of NA Dota, we are going to stick around in the EU region because
I love Europe so much.
We do. We love them. We love our Euros. But
thanks.
You're welcome. You're welcome. But yeah, we are going to actually jump into the Secret versus Kaban game, which is the Cinder and Stack.
Yeah. So here's the deal. We're going to be jumping into this game. This is game number 1 of this series. This series ended up starting late. Now the reason we're doing
so Breaky, your mic is muted. Apparently. So I'm just going to point that out because everyone's probably like, what is happening with Breaky? We have dead batteries. We got dead batteries. Well, you know, it's good that we're figuring out this right now because otherwise we'd be sitting here and trying to cast and we would have no idea. So anyways, yeah, we're going to be looking at game number 1, I believe, of this series. We're jumping in through Dota TV, and then I believe after that we will be making a transition over to the North American. I think it's Forward versus J-Storm, I believe is the next match.
You're good. I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, sounds like Breaky is all set up now.
Are we back? All right.
Loud and clear, Chief.
Loud and clear. Good.
What's going on with my mic?
Now Moxie's mic is done. Wait, the batteries.
Well, just
need more batteries. Right. Can we just go ahead? Isn't the game on? Can we just? might be for the better if we just actually hop into the game here. So as I was saying though, what we're doing here, as Moxie was pointing out too, so here we go. This is Secret versus Kaban. This is game 1 of this best of 3. They're getting started a little bit later on, so we're going to at least cast the rest of this. We're going to keep an eye on specifically J-Storm versus Forward Gaming. They had already started game 1 themselves, so we're going to jump into the lobby of game 2, ideally, of that series.
There's some stuff happening though here, Breaky. Oh my goodness. Got that Grimstroke ultimate going out, the BKB over on the OD, but it doesn't matter. Mid-one's going to be able to take down Tiny. And looks like the rest of the side of Kaban is on the back foot right now as they're trying to retreat. Yeah,
it's always fun jumping into a game 36 minutes in, trying to pick up what's going on here. Tidehunter, though, he was pointing out, Nisha, that is a farm Tidehunter. Deso, AC.
That's great.
This is that carry Tidehunter that we were mentioning, the idea of that new Anchor Smash. And again, he's 21. So when he gets 25, it's 250 damage that he gets on top of that.
He's going to two-shot people.
It's a lot of damage. But this is a close game at the same time. This is only a 3,000 net worth lead for Secret.
Yeah, to me it looks like Kaban has a really solid pushing lineup. They have that Pugna, I see a Troll Warlord, I see a Visage, so they probably hit a lot of really nice timings and took out that Midrax as well, if I had to guess, but that might have been a while ago. Yeah.
Look at that roller coaster.
Oh, Kaban had a decent lead.
Like that's the kind of game that it feels like. So according to the graphs, I guess that Secret has been holding for a little while now.
Yeah, I just noticed Visage has cheese on him too. Our wonderful observer has been going through each of the heroes there, giving us an idea of who's got what, which is quite helpful.
And this is a pretty tense standoff. If Nisha gets to jump someone here from the side.
Yeah, Nine's not the ideal target on that Visage. He's a mix of just built tanky with his items and of course naturally tanky because of his ability there, that Gravekeeper's Cloak that's being pointed out. So that's why at the same time Kaban's comfortable leading him in the front, of course. That Troll's a little underfarmed right now, by the way.
Mid lane, some damage being thrown out, a little bit of harass. No hard commitments right now, although Nisha is getting harassed by some birds, followed up with an avalanche. So something's coming through. It's gonna get decrepified. Dagon, look at this big old watermelon though. Like, what are you hoping to do here? They do spot out. Oh, there's gonna be the jump forward again. They've got that Fiend's Grip over here, and there's gonna be a Ravage out as well. The BKBs are coming out though. Nisha soulbound over here to Zai. Zai's trying to run himself away. He doesn't want to be a part of this right now. And they're actually gonna go ahead, heal him up. They managed to take down the Visage here.
Surprisingly little victims for so much violence. Is Nisha gonna come back in?
A lot of big ultimates.
He wants more.
Yeah, she's coming out. Nisha. I just love, like, they use so much on this guy, and he's just walks away, like, no big deal.
Oh, Visage dead. He is their top net worth. You'd figure Secret could find an opening right here now to make something happen. But yeah, as you mentioned, that was the only death. So they're still not very confident now. Nix's going to be jumping the Roshan pit, and he's dead. So they tie things up 4 versus 4 now.
Yeah, mid one coming forward. Will get decrepified. Also has the Phantom's Embrace on him. Nice Grimstroke throwing out the Stroke of Fate.
And they actually retreat?
They cancel out the TP though. I wonder if they caught that.
think they had vision over there, yeah.
All right.
Troll goes right into the pit. Yeah, you see the top lane being pushed in. That's exactly what Kaban was waiting for. They're being very patient about this for this exact reason. And now they go into it, and we have a troll, so we all know what that means. This is a potentially very fast Roshan take.
If he doesn't get
bashed over and over again.
Puppy's already made his way back over, though. He knows. But
he doesn't have Fiend's Grip, though. Like,
even if he dies, it distracts him. But
deep the vision is that he just got down.
Yeah.
He can watch an entire Dire team maneuver over there, but his team is not actually close enough to make a difference. So that's a bit of a waste of vision, I guess.
He gets to watch them succeed and then walk out of the pit.
Yeah, I guess they didn't want to contest with all the ultimates down.
And that's, I don't know if that was, I wasn't paying attention if that was a tier 2 or tier 3 Roshan. So it's at least the Aegis as we know. But I don't know if they got cheese.
Well, they had cheese earlier.
So a refresher.
Remember?
Okay,
They just had the cheese.
That's right. So it's even a refresher now on Troll on top of all that.
Do you have the life drain, though, that just got picked up? Or rather, not picked up, but is over on the Rubik. They have that as an option.
You mean Yap God?
Yap God.
The one and only.
He's got his own verb about what he does in lane.
I don't refer to him as Rubik when he plays. I just refer to him as Yap God. I do that. It's probably,
Fiend's Grip here over on the puck. Look at those hands. Those are really quite awkward. And, they'll turn the life drain right around on him. Mid one finding that kill. Zai looking for an opening here over onto Grimstroke. Will be able to burn some of that mana. Oh, but in comes Tiny. We'll toss him up into the air. And Zai trying to run himself out. Is just going to go right into tower range. And is he going to survive this? Oh, he's somehow still going. What is this? He will eventually get taken down, but definitely a show of courage coming out from him throughout that whole thing.
As a buyback from DK Phobos, I'm guessing that Kaban wants to go now. They still have that Aegis, obviously, but that's quite the big commitment for not just getting an immediate return kill.
Huh. They give Pugna the refresher shard. We saw right there. Aegis picked up again on Troll and the 2 cheese on Visage still.
Do you get like a super cheese when you gather 3?
Maybe.
That's auto chest.
I mean,
level 3 cheese.
This Troll's in for some trouble though. Immediately just gets taken down.
Yeah, Rubik with the life drain steal.
Yeah, look
and
at that range. Okay, and they go again. They're going to be able to go hold them up. Nice Ravage coming out here from Nisha. He's doing so much damage. They actually go and just obliterate Skeeter right now. They're going to take out Biver too, and they're on the run. They still have keys over here on the Visage, but they're missing some pretty key components here right now. Visage is now in for so much trouble that Impale going to be able to land on him. Life Drain coming out here over onto the Nyx Assassin as well. We'll turn back around and we'll find the kill though over onto Zai. Look at this Life Drain just constantly coming out from, as you would say, a Yap God. Followed up with the Sheep Stick. Grimstroke is not long for this world, and it's looking not so great for DK Phobos right now. It does have the Decrepify, going to try to buy himself more time, but Puppy says, no, I don't think so. You're going to stay right here with me.
So DK Phobos used the refresher shard there in order to get the double nether ward down, but I think OD was BKB'd while he dropped all his spells and nothing really happened.
Do anything, yeah. That's I assume this what they were planning to do with the refresher shard, but yeah, in a sense it almost kind of just wasted there, unfortunately.
The whole fight felt a bit chaotic and panicked. Honestly.
A big part of it to me was the life drain steal on Yapster. He did not steal anything else the whole fight. I mean, he wants that ability, especially with an axe, the idea that he can just toggle it now on and off. We saw it multiple times in the fight. So obviously a fantastic ability for him to have. And again, just overall great teamwork as a team, including that Sanity's Eclipse that came down from mid one that did the damage necessary.
And yeah, it looks like that was indeed a bit of a desperation high ground from Kaban. They had that Aegis, they wanted to make something happen with all of their abilities, but they are fighting into these huge ultimates, and
they're all just very terrifying. Like if you look at what, the items that they have, look at Nisha alone. The fact that Yapster has got, the life drain and was able to do some, serious damage, some sustain as well if he wanted throughout that fight. Like it's just all of these. Secret just looks so scary right now. It's like a gang of raid bosses running at here.
Tide and OD are almost 25 as well. They're just about there. Both of their talents are going to be fantastic. Again, we already talked about Tide, but OD, that 60 second on the orb duration on top of that. So, yeah, both are going to really benefit. In fact, there we go, hits 25 in a matter of time before he actually levels it. But Puppy Paws coming out here. The disconnect.
Yeah, and Moxie, you pointed out before that the Troll was looking kind of underfarmed. He's also not quite there yet with the levels where normally you could perhaps see a troll, you know, be all the way up there in the net worth. He has clearly not been farming this game. This is not a farming troll. This is a fighting troll. They really wanted to hit those timings, and they just ran out of momentum. And right now I see he's got a Blink Dagger queued up. I'm guessing that what they're going to try to do is probably together with that tiny get some burst damage gank off. Take someone down, make it a 4v5, and then see if you can take the fight from there. Because clearly 5v5, it's not going to cut it anymore. There's so much team fight on Secret.
No, and it's just, it's funny because, you know, as a play-by-play caster, you watch these fights and you want to pick out every single little thing, but there's so much happening all at once because, again, they have such fantastic team fight coming out from the side of Secret. And then you got to pay attention to everyone else's stuff on the other side as well. But no, it's like you said, it felt like a bit of a desperation push because you saw that DK Phobos he did buy back, and they just kind of ran in there and went a little willy-nilly. It didn't seem like they had a solid plan as they went, and they're like, okay, let's see what we can get.
Yeah, the troll going in early and just losing his Aegis before his team was there already was also a bit of a... I think he lost his cool a little bit there. You
it's a troll warlord.
I was about to say, he's a troll. Like, that's... I don't think cool is part of his kit.
Yeah, my bad. That's... I can see now why he was just role-playing.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't that what everybody does when they play Dota too?
No.
That's what Slacks does, right? His old videos. Do you remember those? Those are incredible.
I stayed away from those.
Oh, you're missing some real...
I don't think I am.
You know, I got beaten by his was that a gyrocopter video? Like his very first. I was part of that contest. Yeah, I was.
Oh, that's too funny.
I made a very nice Photoshop. But yeah, how can you beat Slacks?
I was forced to listen to that because of the event that they ran last year.
Yeah, that's the fastest way to clear a crowd.
Everyone just
listen
leaves.
to Slacks' gyrocopter singing a version of Chandelier. Ooh, I've never seen a venue empty that fast in my life.
You just brought back bad memories. Thank you.
No, place could be on fire and people would linger more than when they hear that.
It would be warmer if it had been on fire. Oh man.
But Kaban's not giving up just yet. They're pushing towards his bot racks again. Are they gonna siege a little bit more this time?
It just seems like they're just desperate, honestly.
Yeah.
And I can't blame them the way this game is playing out now. It's, again, we go back to the underfarm troll. You have a Visage who, throughout the game, sure, can still provide plenty. He becomes much more of a split pusher, if anything, I think. And now the fact that he doesn't have an Ags takes away from that a little bit. He is building one, though. 4,000 gold saved up, so almost there. So that third familiar going to come online. And maybe that's kind of the mark of, okay, you know, keep the split push pressure going. But they want to just try to find a kill right now. They're not going to find one of those secrets going the other way.
No, they're rolling as a squad, too. They know what Kaban wants to do at this point. They know what they need to do to get themselves... It's not even back in the game. It's just a little glimmer of hope at this point, and they're smart about it. They realize this. They're, you know, mirroring movement quite a bit. They haven't seen anyone in quite a while. They see these familiars, obviously, Zai creeping over.
Look at this wave. I think that one of the things that Kaban could have done better there is keep control over the mid wave, because then that's the point where you're going to find a pick off. And otherwise, this is going to happen. Secret's going to take 2 waves right into your base.
Yeah, the hard enough.
How do you ever kill this Tidehunter?
4,000 life, and oh, by the way, he deals a ton of damage.
Like, look at the rest of them. It's literally Nisha walking into the base, hitting stuff. Rest of the team is just like, I think he's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, he got this.
Look at this. It's insane. All right, he takes the buildings. He walks out. They use the Soulbind just on Nisha. Nisha does not care.
Yeah, look at that spread. That's impressive.
Literally, like, no damage here on this guy. All right, Soulbind connects very briefly. Now Soulbind's down.
And Rubik just stole Life Drain again.
Yeah.
Nisha's got a heart. He's back up in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been, obviously, again, we're jumping in a little bit later on. It was clearly an impressive performance from Kaban here up until that point, but now things have really shifted in favor of Secret, and they're going to need a bit of a mistake, honestly, from Secret, it feels like, as far as getting caught alone, you know, when they shouldn't be, something along those lines. So, of course, there's a reason to still stay in the game, but you need that mistake from Secret, and this is not a team that gives you many.
Definitely feels like they're not going to give any quarter. I still, like, you just have to ignore this Tidehunter, like, 100%. If you do that, he's still going to murder you at this point, too, because not only is he tanky, he's got so much damage. All right, we've got the staging area going on here.
They're trying to force a fight around the Netherworld that's been placed, but Secret's too smart for this. They're, you know, why would they go blindly uphill? They're not desperate. They got a DD on Tidehunter. Oh, no. How much damage? God, that's like, what, 750, 800 damage?
That's a dangerous watermelon right there.
Splat.
one-shot the creep with. No. Probably going to one-shot the racks.
This is literally
I'm
just
very
become
curious
Nisha,
how much-
like the Nisha show. He just walks in, hits stuff. All right, the top back. He's all alone. He's got a BKB. He throws out the rabbit. What are they going to look to do? The Decrepify coming out. BKB comes up. It doesn't matter because they've got the Fiend's Grip over here. They've got their eyes over here onto the Tiny Soulbind. Will connect over onto this OD and high, but doesn't even matter. They're just going to take down that troll. No problem. Life drain, double life drain. It's looking pretty good actually. But they're still going to be able to walk away. And again, Nisha, he's still alive. He doesn't have much for mana, but he doesn't care. He's the one-man army, and the rest is just, you know, the supporting characters at this point, it feels.
I feel like that helped Nisha more than hurt him with that toss back.
Yeah.
He literally put him in a perfect position for a Ravage. That was a very odd choice by Tiny.
Right into everyone. And now we get a refresher orb completed over on OD. Mid one's going to be able to drop that Sanity's Eclipse.
Twice. Hey, double Midas.
Double Midas, double Sheepstick.
That's why he got it.
Double Shivas.
Yeah, every single one of his items is in fact activatable, so with a cooldown.
But yeah, knowing Secret that even though this looks like the kind of place where they could have just forced a fight again, they're gonna play this so disciplined. Just back off, wait until Zai is up. And they might even expect that Kaban would do something in this window. And they're not likely to get caught off guard at all. So there's one hope for Kaban is right now that maybe Secret does not, like that they move a little bit too careful and that they're not in time for this rush.
This troll just keeps getting obliterated so quickly every single
Secret's
fight.
gonna notice.
They're going to notice this, yeah, it's when that's not being defended. But honestly, if you're Secret, do you even care? Like, yeah, that there's an age. I mean, you care. There's a refresher. Obviously, those are all very powerful things, but I still feel like that they're so superior.
It's not enough to turn the tide.
Yeah, well, literally.
Literally turn the tide. Wasn't thinking about that. Yeah, look at this. Nisha just, all right, he's going to get stunned up, tossed back into the middle, has the BKB.
Sure, it's still in the pit.
Just walking away here, casual-like, up to the high ground, and ooh, Troll almost got baited into that, going into the high ground, totally blind. Nice Impale coming out. They actually put him, they've got the Nightmare over here.
Oh, Vista's going to pick up the shard.
Someone's going to get that shard.
Yeah,
Someone has to go
They
get
realized that after later on. So Troll gets everything. You got Chi, Shard, and the Aegis.
I don't think it's still going to be enough.
It's an under-farm Troll, though. Exactly. It's like, okay, now what?
And have you seen the other guy?
Now Troll has 2 lives to do what precisely? Again, it goes back to Kaban. We're kind of being sarcastic about it, but you know what else are they going to do at the same time? So.
Well, they did do a lot of damage to Nisha there just now. So in the case they managed to, you know, isolate him again.
But I feel like Nisha's totally okay with this, right? Like if he's the target of everything, the rest of his team, like this OD is just going to sit back, start collecting all that int, and then just drop not 1 Sanity's Eclipse, but 2.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I'm guessing the only thing is that his team doesn't hit buildings too well, and he's the one who's been demolishing them up until now.
All right, BKB comes out. He was looking to jump over onto mid 1, but mid 1 has his own BKB. It's not a problem over on the low ground. Puppy's going to be able to go, hold into place. Cinder is going to be taken down. There's a life drain coming out over here onto Zai. Zai, so actually does perfectly fine. A lot of damage being thrown out on Nisha again, but he just walks it off.
Yeah, but they do hold.
They do hold, absolutely.
They are keeping the racks alive. The one thing that's pretty much the difference between them actually losing this game. So I go back to
Nisha's
Kaban
already back to full health.
It's taking him one buyback at a time, though.
Yeah.
The apps are going in.
Right, there's that Ravage. They're going to drop the Sanity's Eclipse. Still going through here, that BKB being up and running again. They've got the Soulbind. It doesn't really do that much, but they'll be able to turn it back around. They've got some of that health coming right back up over here onto the Visiting the Cheese. Now mid 1 in for trouble. He needs to be careful here. He's actually going to be all right, although they throw out another Phantom. They're not going to be able to connect. The Aegis will pop over here onto the Troll. But again, look at Nisha.
There's been a couple of clutch Glimmer Capes, by the way, by Puppy, I believe.
Oh, Kale.
Yeah, a little bit light there. But Puppy with that Glimmer Cape, first it was actually, when we saw Tiny run in the very initial fight, he kind of just stood there. It was because he tried to toss OD, but the Glimmer Cape came out, and it prevented him from actually having vision on him in the first place, I'm pretty sure. So that, and then actually saved OD in the end there, too, as he was running away. The Glimmer Cape came out the last second, once again, to keep OD alive. So hopefully
I've got a feeling that these mangoes are going to get fed to Nisha. Yep.
That's that Uber Eats program for Tidehunter. Pretty good delivery, right? 5 stars?
4.5. Never go 5.
Wow.
Makes them feel too perfect. No one's perfect.
Like,
there's always room for improvement.
Not even this
encouraging though, Breaky.
beautiful watermelon. Look at his.
He's a big boy. He's a big chonker over there. You know, you gotta nurture them, Breaky.
Some rotund perfection.
There's going to be the steal coming out from Rubik. And it's a lot of burst damage coming out right now. It looks like they will finally find a kill onto Zai. Nisha having a little bit of trouble.
Kraken Shell's ridiculous.
Does get slowed down a little bit. They've got that silence. There's going to be the Fiend Script, though, coming out here from Puppies, trying to buy them a little bit more time because over on the high ground over there's going to be the toss back. It's going to be mid-1 in the middle of a lot of people. He's immediately forcing himself up, though. We'll have the Decrepify come out. Puppy trying to buy himself, again, a little bit more time. They do have the vision on him, though. He'll get Dagon down. And now the rest of Secret, it looks like they've had enough. Although the toss back over onto Nisha, he says, all right, I'm going to... Oh, the bash coming out, though. That's not going to be the way that you get home this time, Tidehunter. It might be in the form of a coffin.
I think they're actually going to kill him.
They're going to. They finally slay him. What did they get off that? 560? Okay. I thought that'd be a little bit
craziest, but still. I mean, Kaban's holding. You know, what else is there to say about this? They're playing it well in the sense of staying in this game and actually giving themselves a chance to ultimately have a crazy comeback ultimately. But Tide, of course, going to wait out this resurrection now. And you'd figure one of these times it's eventually going to break through. As, yeah, the Racks have taken some damage throughout these fights. But more time, Troll is getting farm as well.
Yeah, and it's very hard to actually get the Tide up in front of the buildings. They've gotten a bit distracted fighting a couple of times, I think, as well in Secret. If the Tide has buyback, they could probably actually throw him at the buildings. And literally, I mean, the Tiny has been tossing him around.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you know, sometimes I feel like the Tiny's been doing him more of a favor with the toss packs.
I think the glyph is off for the dire side now as well.
Down there, yeah.
So they can literally march in the next time, and I think Kaban knows that. They have to make something happen here.
There's something going down mid right now.
Yeah, having to push that out. Looks like Pugna. They want to force a buyback here, and we'll see if they get it one out.
They get the BKB off, at least, over here onto mid-1. Just going to try to take some of that sweet, sweet int. And they just back off.
Yeah, didn't get the buyback, unfortunately. It's a good hold from Secret. Really OD alone right there. Yeah, Rubik too, but...
Octarine Core, this guy is like super, super farm.
OD had one?
No. The Rubik.
Rubik.
Really, Yapstars and Octarine? Oh, man.
Yeah. Yep, yeah, God, indeed.
Do a little twirl, man. You deserved it.
Insane.
Little twirl on the catwalk.
What's this level 25? It's the telekinetic lift, right? Or the...
Yeah, it's either the cooldown or the spell lamp.
Oh,
spell
boy.
lamp. Ooh.
I guess with having the Octarine Core, you feel this telekinetic lift is already decent.
He's got Avalanche Stone right now. Mid-1 is just going straight back to this bottom lane. As I said before, Kaban... Oh!
He's feeling real powerful right now. He goes right into meeting. Look at that sanity. He's eclipse on top of that. The BKB, you know, buying a little bit more time. He's trying to go forward, but the Soulbind dragging him back. He's like, come on, we're going places here. I've got people to murder here, God. Let's step it up. And one more hit.
No.
Yeah, there it is, Puppy. Finding that kill.
I already wanted to say it, but mid-1 is just one step ahead of me. There's no way for Kaban to defend this Rex. Yeah.
Literally.
And it feels like sort of like a really big dog tugging on a leash, you know?
Can we just point out the fact that Tidehunter just got a satanic?
Huh.
No.
Okay, let's not discuss this.
Let's just no, don't worry about it, Kaban. You're fine.
It's fine. If you don't look at it, it doesn't exist, right?
Exactly.
Fiend Script coming out here over onto Visage. Nice Ravage coming through, but they also managed to go and stun up and cancel out the channeling that Puppy's got. He does have that Brain Sap, though. They're going to turn back around. These BKBs are coming out in force, but they're still turning their attention over here. And it looks like they are going to lose the Visage. They're going to lose the Troll. Tiny's going to take a little nap. He's been working really hard, and so is Secret, because they eventually, you know, they do get the murder off. But Cinderin will call the GG. And Secret takes game number 1.
Yeah, I mean... Kaban held. To their credit, again, we're talking about Secret here. Arguably, you know, one of the top 3 teams in the world right now, the way things have been playing out this season so far. So yeah, it's got to feel good the way they were able to contest, and knowing that they still at least have a game 2 ahead of them. That's the way. That's what I get from that game, at least, more than Secret actually winning that game in the end. But.
Yeah, I also respect them for going a straight up push strat into, as you say, one of the top 3 teams in the world. It's like, you got to believe in yourself if you want to win a match like that. And they just said, all right, let's do this. Let's go. We bid lower. They bid high. So
makes you wonder what the point was, too, because we saw, like, looking at the graphs that Kaban was doing, they had a bit of a lead going on for quite a while. And you wonder what exactly kind of went sideways, if it was a couple team fights, if they just lost momentum.
Should be a choke point fight.
Something like that.
I think it was a Visage factor, if anything, too. Again, whenever you pick up a Visage right now, especially probably before, you're comfortable with the hero. When you're comfortable with the hero, you usually also build this idea of, again, we see the Shadow Fiend Visage that they're bringing up. In this case, with the Troll, not the same exact idea, but still push these objectives earlier on. And that's probably where they hit kind of a power point with specific items. And yeah, maybe push some objectives and happen to do well there, but not enough still. So apparently, I don't know what we're going to be doing here.
Well, we're not getting a break, that's for sure. I heard that we're going right into the